Hey everyone, Linus here, and today we're diving deep into the world of a tiny but mighty component, the Super I/O chip. This little piece of technology is often overlooked, but it plays a crucial role in the smooth operation of your computer. Whether you're a gamer, a professional, or just someone who uses a PC for everyday tasks, the Super I/O chip is working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure everything runs seamlessly. You might not know it, but this little guy is working hard behind the scenes to keep your PC running smoothly. It's responsible for managing a variety of input and output operations that are essential for your computer's functionality. From controlling the fans to monitoring the temperature, the Super I/O chip is like the unsung hero of your computer. It's like the unsung hero of your computer, quietly handling a ton of essential tasks. Imagine trying to juggle multiple tasks at once without any help. That's what your CPU would be doing if it didn't have the Super I/O chip to assist it. This chip takes care of the smaller yet crucial tasks, allowing the CPU to focus on more demanding processes. Now, you might be thinking, Super I/O? What in the world is that? It's not a term you hear every day, but it's a component that's been around for quite some time. The Super I/O chip is a multifunctional chip that integrates several input and output functions into a single package. It's like having a Swiss Army knife on your motherboard, ready to tackle various tasks. Well, it's basically a chip on your motherboard that handles all the input and output operations that your CPU doesn't have time for. This includes things like controlling the keyboard and mouse, managing the serial and parallel ports, and even handling the system's power management. It's a versatile component that ensures your computer can communicate with various peripherals and maintain optimal performance. Think of it as the CPU's personal assistant, taking care of all the little details so the CPU can focus on the heavy lifting. Just like an assistant helps a busy executive by managing their schedule and handling routine tasks, the Super I/O chip helps the CPU by managing the less demanding but equally important functions. This allows the CPU to dedicate more resources to processing data and running applications efficiently. Without a Super I/O chip, your computer would be a hot mess, literally. The chip plays a critical role in temperature regulation by controlling the fans and monitoring the system's thermal status. If the Super I/O chip wasn't there to manage these functions, your computer could easily overheat, leading to potential hardware damage and system instability. It wouldn't know how to control the fans, monitor temperatures, or even talk to your keyboard and mouse. These are all tasks that the Super I/O chip handles with ease, ensuring that your computer remains cool and responsive. It's amazing how such a small component can have such a significant impact on the overall performance and reliability of your system. So next time you boot up your PC, take a moment to appreciate the Super I/O chip. It's working tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly. From the moment you press the power button to the time you shut down your computer, the Super I/O chip is there, managing various tasks and ensuring a seamless user experience. It might be small, but it plays a huge role in making your computing experience possible. So the next time you're enjoying a smooth and efficient computing session, remember to give a nod to the Super I/O chip. It's the unsung hero that keeps your PC running like a well-oiled machine, ensuring that you can focus on your tasks without any hiccups. Alright, let's break down exactly what this Super I/O chip does. This tiny but mighty component is often overlooked, but it plays a crucial role in the smooth operation of your computer. In a nutshell, it acts as the middleman between your computer's core components, like the CPU and RAM, and all the peripherals. Think of it as a translator that ensures all parts of your computer can communicate effectively. That includes everything from your keyboard and mouse to the temperature sensors and power button. Without the Super I/O, these peripherals wouldn't be able to send or receive data from the CPU efficiently. Imagine your computer as a busy office. Each component has a specific role, and they all need to work together seamlessly to keep the office running smoothly. The CPU is the CEO, calling the shots and making the big decisions. It's responsible for processing all the critical tasks and ensuring the overall performance of the computer. The RAM is like the CEO's desk, holding all the important files and information that the CPU needs to access quickly. It's the workspace where the CPU can quickly grab the data it needs to perform tasks efficiently. Now imagine trying to get the CEO to handle every single task in the office, like answering phones, scheduling meetings, and even turning the lights on and off. The CEO would be overwhelmed and unable to focus on the critical decisions that drive the company forward. That would be chaos. The office would quickly descend into disarray, with important tasks being neglected and productivity plummeting. That's where the Super I/O comes in. It's like the office manager taking care of all the essential but mundane tasks so the CEO can stay focused on the big picture. The Super I/O handles the nitty-gritty details, ensuring that everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. It manages the flow of data between the CPU and peripherals, making sure that each component gets the information it needs when it needs it. This includes managing input from the keyboard and mouse, monitoring system temperatures, and controlling power functions. The Super I/O also plays a vital role in system diagnostics and troubleshooting. It can provide valuable information about the health and status of various components, helping technicians identify and resolve issues more efficiently. In modern computers, the Super I/O chip is more important than ever. As systems become more complex and interconnected, the need for efficient communication between components grows. The Super I/O ensures that your computer can handle the increasing demands of today's technology. So the next time you use your computer, take a moment to appreciate the unsung hero that is the Super I/O chip. It's the behind-the-scenes powerhouse that keeps everything running smoothly, allowing you to focus on what really matters. One of the most critical functions of the Super I/O chip is managing your computer's temperature. This tiny but mighty component is like the unsung hero of your PC, tirelessly working behind the scenes to ensure everything runs smoothly. Without it, your computer would be at the mercy of fluctuating temperatures, which could spell disaster for your hardware. It does this by monitoring sensors located throughout your system, strategically placed to get accurate readings from various parts of your computer. These sensors are like the eyes and ears of the Super I/O chip, feeding it real-time data about the thermal conditions inside your PC, keeping tabs on the heat generated by your CPU, GPU, and other components. The CPU and GPU are particularly notorious for generating a lot of heat, especially when running demanding applications or games. The Super I/O chip ensures that these components don't overheat by constantly monitoring their temperatures and making necessary adjustments. Think of it like the thermostat in your house. Just as a thermostat regulates the temperature in your home to keep it comfortable, the Super I/O chip regulates the temperature inside your computer to keep it running efficiently. It's a delicate balancing act that requires precision and constant vigilance. The Super I/O constantly checks the temperature and adjusts the fan speeds to keep things running cool and stable. These fans are crucial for dissipating heat and maintaining optimal performance. When the system gets hotter, the fans spin faster to cool things down, and when it's cooler, they slow down to save energy and reduce noise. If things start to get too hot, the Super I/O will crank up the fans or even shut down your computer to prevent damage. This proactive approach is essential for protecting your hardware from the adverse effects of overheating. It's like having a built-in safety net that catches potential problems before they escalate. This is crucial because overheating can lead to all sorts of problems, from minor annoyances like system slowdowns to major issues like hardware failure. In extreme cases, overheating can cause permanent damage to your components, rendering them useless and requiring costly replacements. From system instability and crashes to permanent hardware damage. Imagine losing all your important data or having to replace your expensive GPU because of overheating. The Super I/O chip helps prevent these scenarios by keeping your system's temperature in check. So the next time your fans spin up during a gaming session, you can thank your trusty Super I/O chip for keeping your components safe from a meltdown. It's a small but vital part of your computer that ensures you can enjoy your games and applications without worrying about thermal issues. The Super I/O chip truly is the guardian of your PC's health and longevity. Section 4. Legacy Support. Why your old mouse still works. Ever wonder how your computer can still use those old PS2 ports for your keyboard and mouse? That's the Super I/O chip at work again. It provides support for legacy devices and interfaces that are no longer included in modern chipsets. Remember those old-school serial and parallel ports? Yeah, the Super I/O handles those too. While they might seem outdated now, these ports were once essential for connecting printers, scanners, and other peripherals. Thanks to the Super I/O, you can still use these older devices with modern computers, ensuring that your trusty peripherals don't become obsolete overnight. It's like having a universal adapter for your computer. Section 5. Talking to the motherboard. How Super I/O communicates. So how does this little chip talk to all these different components? Well, It uses a special communication protocol called the low pin count, or LPC bus. This is a dedicated pathway on the motherboard that allows the Super I/O to send and receive data from the CPU, memory, and other devices. Think of the LPC bus as a network of roads connecting different parts of a city. The Super I/O is like a busy courier, zipping along these roads to deliver messages and instructions to the various components. This dedicated communication channel ensures that the Super I/O can do its job efficiently, without interfering with other operations on the motherboard. It's like having a dedicated hotline for all those essential background tasks.